I put 23 frogs in Scott's tent one year.
He had filled up the pocket of his chest waders when he was peeing.
I'm pretty sure that it is Friday.
That's how I will forever remember JT.
Well, I hope you got a chance to watch part 1. That was days 1 through 5 of this 10-day trip that Ray and myself were on. But if not, that's fine. This is a standalone. This really will give you an idea of what a true experience of the Cycle Fly Fishers Gathering is like, along with interesting service for James Thomas, who we lost. And that comes up around the 10-minute mark. But so we stayed at the Airbnb on Wednesday night, headed out Thursday morning. Ray and I decided it would be wise to go ahead and do some laundry, so we had some clean clothes. Interesting topics of conversation at the Western North Carolina laundromat. But we did have clean clothes. And then we headed out to breakfast with Bob Thomas. We got an excellent breakfast in Newland, North Carolina, and decided to head on over to Shady Valley, Tennessee, and hopefully get some dry land to set our camp up on. But we'll see when we get over there, because it has been a little damp. I do prefer the red. And we're off. Like a herd of turtles. Yeah.
Staying in good
No,
standing
that was
with
not
your
good.
renters.
I was here like 2 years ago, but it was like 5 or 6 years I missed before that. So, keep hoping Bob's not gonna show up.
We got tank heaters that go round.
Gotcha.
Hey Rob, you need to get a picture of me because I'm never here in the morning.
You are never here in the morning. Oh my God. What are you doing here?
Yeah, who is this guy?
All day, and they didn't even finish it. They didn't even finish it.
Oh! Oh my God! Zoomies. Yeah, he's going zoomy on me. Oh! That was a big fish. That was a big fish. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, it's been a long time, and we're on day something. I'm not sure what day it is. It's been a trip. I'm pretty sure that it is Friday. I know it's Friday. This ham looks really, really good. Actual ham, carved, not pressed ham lunch meat. Oh, fuck! That was a big fucking fish. Do you see what happened? I set the hook, my rod hit this thing, put slack in the line, and he got off. Shit! As you can see, we had a pretty good day on the water. We got to fish one of John Thomas's favorite runs. And tonight we're going to do the celebration of his life. So it's kind of fitting that we started there today. We had to pack it in early to head over to the Food Lion because Ray, Bob, and myself are cooking for the Psychos tonight. We're going to do 35 portions of pasta and sauce with some grilled Italian sausage and some garlic bread. Actually a really good camping food for the Psychos. So that'll be the pregame up to the ceremony for JT.
Hi there. Well, hello, Wooly. How are you doing?
Fine.
John,
I'm good.
Line,
I'm good.
Is that good?
That's good.
Good to see you, man.
Good seeing you.
Hey, how's it going,
We'll
man?
talk to her. Food's all right.
No, let's make food, please.
Going on here.
There's a bear. Bear. Got a bear here.
Okay.
They call me the Stone Man. I'm the straw boss of this show right here, and I'm one of the original members, as you are. And I have been to most PFFs, and these are the best people, honest to God, the best people that I have ever been around in my life. And I relish the moment when a PFF happens, because it's big fun, good people, and we drink some whiskey.
This is a book that was going around camp for JT's wife, St. Carol, to get a feel for what JT really meant to us. And she knows that, but it's nice to put it down on paper and in words. So this went around the camp, and everyone kind of sat down by themselves and took a minute or two to reflect and write some things about JT as we headed into our verbal ceremony.
I guess we all know why we're here. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, St. Carol, John's wife, has joined us this evening. And she has pulled our ass out of deep shit more than once. And I am so glad that you made it.
Me too.
And John Thomas was such an important part of this group. I cannot tell you how much he loved this group of guys right here. John always said, the finest people on the planet come to Shady Valley. And without a doubt, amen.
Amen.
So here's to John. We want to tell some stories.
Yep.
Talk about John, share memories that you have with John. Nothing is off limits. Carol knew the guy for 56 years. You're not gonna fucking embarrass him.
Oh, then I got nothing.
So, everybody, here's to JT. What a fucking guy.
We all peed before we came back to here, and when we came back to here, I started hearing the worst, god-awfulest cussing I've ever heard, and looked around, and he had filled up the pocket of his chest waders when he was peeing,
And JT taught me a lot about a lot of things. He did. He taught me a lot of things.
Damn, he loved to talk.
Listen
I was born in Florida. I've fished the coast off and on my whole life. I thought I knew saltwater until I met JT.
You're gonna tie on a dry fly. I'm like, what the hell's that? So he said, here. So he gives me a fly. I tie it on, and we're we're out there. I'm like maybe 3 casts in, and he said, "Hey." He's up on the road, and he's like, "Hey, dumbass."
That's about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Nailed it.
He said you missed one of the guides on your flight. Get the fuck off my river.
Yeah.
this guy.
You're gonna have to turn the camper lights on so you can find home.
He's sleeping with you, so.
Brad Walker, aka Psycho Fly Fisher, came up with the idea of getting together for a weekend of fly fishing and drinking liquor.
Which was first?
Along with some food. Little food. This was all coordinated on the Southeast Forum of Fly Fishing Magazine. Tom Sharp provided us with the use of the land that surrounded his cabin in Shady Valley. The rest of this is a long history, and John was a big part of keeping this going, as are some of the people here today. Hang on. And if this is you're too far away to read it, we'll trade husband for tractor. But I didn't. What the hell do I need with a tractor?
Some of us did.
I put 23 frogs in Scott's tent one year. He didn't find them till the morning, and 8 of them he squished.
And you know how the causeway was there. And he says, so we're walking across, and JT's doing this, you know, here. And he says, brother, he says, I'm here to tell you, I know this path is 10 foot wide, but right now it's a fucking tightrope.
So we're going over this shit road. It's a washboard, it's gravel, and a chipmunk runs across the road, and I am on the brakes, and I'm sideways, and I went, oh my God, in my head. And I said, I'm sorry, JT, and he said, only some cold-hearted some bitch would run over a chipmunk.
Whoever did, they made the perfect statement. It's a picture of him standing in the cook tent with his red Solo cup in his hand and leaning on one, holding court in the kitchen tent. And that's how I will forever remember JT.
Day 8. And of course, we woke up to I don't even know if this is fog or mist or rain or drizzle, but as you can see in the headlights, there was some type of precipitation coming down, and we had that before breakfast. Lucky us.
No keto bread in my fucking future this weekend.
Not in your near future.
Hell no.
Made with love.
Yes,
You can see the tender flipping technique.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Almost looks like I've done this once before.
Oh, a couple times.
I'd say maybe 100, but maybe. All I know is
We do breakfast a lot for dinner. The kids like it.
Breakfast for dinner?
before I went and actually did this.
You will want this one.
Oh, yeah.
But cameras can get ready to head over to show you. Puffy's coming along. Phil, let's see your fish.
I had pictures of Fred's fish and John's fish and my fish, all of them, and they were all me going. Damn, fish.
My traction control was on the whole time, and I barely made it.
Spoons, huh?
Scott, you're here for dinner too? Breakfast and dinner in one day.
How about it, right?
That's good. Spoon's good. Thank you.
Turning over a new leaf.
I'll say this. This chili might be the best chili I've ever had in my life. And just to prove that we're not a bunch of barbarian psychos, we do have some distinguished gentlemen in our group.
Gordy and Kyle was staying at my pop-up and he went and got in his tent and rolled up the fire quite large and illuminated the side of his tent. And Gordy takes his handgun and holds it like this and makes a shadow going across his tent. Good to see you. Be safe driving. Yeah, you too. Good to see you. Yeah. Did you get fish today? Nah, her dad went to the hospital. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around.
Do not. We are roving this land.
Do not stop.
Well, we made it out of the camping site without being stuck, so that's nice. And Ray got to suck up a little bit more of the local color. And we had an amazing bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, probably the best of the trip, as we got ready to just check the stream one more time before we jumped in the car and headed back to New York. So, yeah, we're ready to get home, but it sure was a nice trip. Okay, that was a trip. Part one, if you haven't seen it, roll back in my channel. Raymond's Canadian Adventure to the South. It's great. But this one, I really hope I was able to convey the culture of psycho fly fishers, how we interact with each other, what we mean to each other, what JT meant to us, what we meant to him, what Carol means to all of us. It's an amazing group of people. JT's interview with Keith is perfect. It sums up everything about psycho fly fishers that is great. You can't add to that. You can't subtract from it. It is just a perfect explanation. So for those of you who are psycho fly fishers who were unable to attend, I hope that I gave you something that, of value of a one that you were unable to attend. So the one in the fall is coming up, and we'll be somewhere around Bristol, Tennessee, I would imagine. Date and location TBD, but it will be in East Tennessee, I'd imagine, in October. So take care, everybody. If you want to know what a man from Buffalo eats when he comes home, keep this thing rolling a little bit because you'll see an example. So, bye, everybody.